Hello and welcome to Relationship Tuesday on Your World. My name is Mukali. Now, this particular show on this particular day is where we have real conversations around love, around connection, around commitment. And today's topic is one of those ones that cuts across cultures, cuts across beliefs, and also cuts across personal preferences, personal choices, and all of that. And what we're saying today, if you've seen our tagline, it is love beyond boundaries. What makes a marriage strong? And the reason this is a very interesting conversation is because we'll be looking at love and marriage across different religions. And it doesn't matter if the way you look at marriage is a sacred covenant or it's a contract, or you're looking at it as, you know, tunapendana, our values align. Whatever it is, this is that conversation for you. So we'll be exploring marriage from 4 diverse lenses: through Christianity, through Islam, through Hinduism, and atheism. What do they each say about that beautiful partnership that we call marriage? And having this conversation with us this morning, starting from my immediate left, is Bishop. Grace too. We have Bishop Grace Muthoni of Jesus Lives Ministries International. Karibu sana. And right next to Bishop Grace, we have Engineer Surendra Bhatia, who's the Secretary of the Hindu Council of Kenya. Karibu sana. Lovely to have you on the show. Right next to Engineer Surendra, we have Sheikh Ahmed Idris Khamis from Makina Mosque in Kibera. And finally, we have Harrison Mumia, who's the president of the Atheist in Kenya Society. Karibuni. And before I even indulge them in this conversation that we're about to have for the next 2 hours, we love to hear from you. And the question that we are asking you today, the question of the day is, what qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? The question is, what qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? And it's on your screen. Please indulge us on all our social media platforms. NTV Kenya, Kila Mahali, our WhatsApp line. Our lines are open. If you have any question, please do drop us a call and we'll definitely pick up and your questions will be answered. But let's dive into this conversation. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, and I know I have done maybe an overall introduction of what it is that you all do, but you can answer, or you can add on to that as you answer the question that, the first question I have for today is what we believe marriage is. What is marriage? Student number 1, mwenye amekaa close to me, tukienda hivo.
Thank you, Mikali.
Yes.
Thank you for having me here once again. I just want to say that marriage is, for us, where my background is, Christian background, is a holy union. It's a holy institution. It's an institution where you make a covenant to stay together, abide together, you know, for the common good, to fulfill purpose, for getting of offsprings, you know, so that you fill the world.
Yeah.
And also to do other things in development of the nation and other things globally. So marriage is sacred.
Marriage is sacred.
But based on love.
Based on love. And this is the Christianity version of it. Thank you so much, Bishop Grace. Engineer Surendra, what is marriage when we, in the lenses of Hinduism?
So marriage is a union of 2 souls as per Hinduism. And it's a sacred union where the 2 people get together to live this life together and care for each other, and to raise, obviously, a family, serve the generations, the 3 generations, the generation above them and the generation which is going to come as a because of the marriage. It's a commitment, right? Love definitely is important, but to make marriages successful, it's not only love, but commitment. Love plus commitment is what makes marriages successful.
Great. I love that you mentioned soul. Is that an important part of it? It's more than just the physicality of things, that it goes deeper than that.
Absolutely. You know, in Hinduism, we believe that our true identity is the soul, not the body. Right?
Okay.
Now, if we were to define soul, what it is, in very, very, very simple terms, it would be, there's a person who is live, there is a person who is not live, but their bodies are the same.
Okay.
So what's missing? A source of energy is missing, which was making the heart beat and the blood circulate.
Okay.
Now that is the soul which we believe. That is our true identity. And when there are two souls which get together, it's not the two bodies which are getting together, but the two souls which are getting together to take this life forward, to work in this life together so that we can care for each other and build a better future for the generations to come.
Okay. Okay. And Sheikh Ahmed, in the lenses of Islam, what is marriage?
Marriage in Islam is connection of two souls or two hearts which can come together in a sacred way. And it's an act of worship in Islam. Because you cannot conduct a marriage without mentioning the name of our great creator.
Yeah.
And we connect two hearts together so that they can live in harmony, respect, commitment, caring, sharing, and something like that until when one passes away. But marriage is a huge institution which connects two souls and two hearts together so they can have a generation which can take over another generation. Yeah.
Great. And I'll definitely come back because, I mean, it feels like Islam is, there's more than just two. So there's three and the four. And but we'll get there to understand what are they independently just loving one person, but we'll definitely get to understand that as we continue with the show. Harrison, Mumia, how do you atheists view marriage and what does it mean to them?
Yeah, thank you so much. I think marriage is two people who want to share life together. It does not have to be about children, and it does not have to be permanent. I mean, till death do you part. At the point where the two parties feel like it's not working, for us as non-religious people, we feel that marriage should also be about freedom, the freedom to move out of that relationship. So one of the distinctions for us is that marriage is a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice you make to be with somebody, a choice for appreciating the other person, respecting this one life that we have for the duration that the two parties are going to be together. For us, we also say that you could do a civil, get into a civil union, but also we appreciate the rise of what we call partnerships, where you don't actually need to legalize it. You can actually just consider each other as partners. You don't need to do a ceremony. You don't need to, for example, have a wedding. But you appreciate the other person as a very close person. Again, the distinction here is that it's about human beings.
Okay.
It's not about, this idea of it has to be a ceremony, it has to be about, for example, souls. I think it's just the fact that human beings like each other, they want to spend time
with
together.
each other.
But also, again, the difference here is not about children. It's not about
so that's another
off.
Exactly, factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So children, sio lazima.
Of course, children still lazima.
Okay, okay. and the next round of question, I think, for me would be to just look at that, the way you've described what marriage is, and as human beings, if I like you, we like each other, our beliefs zinakubaliana, those things, Zikiisha, I can just go. Can I have multiple at the same time? Because now I feel connected to this one and this one does, because I will come back. I'd like to know, really, I would like to know that. But I think coming back, so Bishop also mentioned that it is a covenant.
It's a covenant. Yeah.
And it's not a covenant that we can get into just the two of us. There is also like God in it.
God in it and witnesses.
And
Yes,
witnesses.
Yeah, very, very important, because when you do it, let's say, I agree, there are Christians who go for civil.
Yeah.
But after they have gone for civil, they must come to the setup where we have a Christian pastor or a pastor, a bishop, or reverend to bless the marriage. We call it solemnizing. Yes. So there has to be a religious leader who finally blesses, but we don't encourage that way, because of course right now you have to start with the civil. In this sense, you have to register. You have to register so that for 21 days we are aware that it is already registered at the registry of marriage.
Okay.
At Sharia house. And then from there, we wait for 21 days to lapse.
Okay.
Whereby it's being announced, just in case there is somebody who has an objection. Because it has to be open.
Yeah.
It has to be known that you did not have any other relationship prior, or a living, an active relationship prior to this one that you want to be with.
Yeah.
So we don't encourage, we don't accept polygamy. It's not there. So you cannot tell us you have one wife or you have another husband, polygamy, and now you want to be with this person. No. So we encourage that civil wedding, in this sense, register with them.
Yeah.
Then we are allowed now to conduct the ceremony of marriage, where vows are made. And the vows are very important for us, because that's where the covenant is made. Okay. And more often than not, we symbolize it with rings, exchange of rings. That is a Christian way. That's the way we do it.
Okay. Now that we've understood, probably from every one of you, from the different lenses that we're looking at the conversation today, we understand from where we come from, this is what marriage looks like. But the question that we are looking into today is, what then makes it last? Because if we're going to come together, then we're not just coming together to see what we are not even sure what we're doing. So what is it that makes this covenant, this contract, this union, one that is viable? What are some of those things that we do from our own backgrounds that make it probably spiritually right, community-wise right, legally right, our personal beliefs right?
There's something I want to add, Mukali, onto what engineer said.
Yeah.
For us Christians, what we believe is that a human being is in three.
Okay.
The soul, the body, and the spirit. And I will talk about all of them. The soul is where you come together because you have agreed.
Okay.
The body, your body becomes one. That's why you cannot go and you're not permitted to sleep with somebody else, for instance, be intimate with somebody else, be close with somebody else in a way that depicts the closeness is a covenant of love. So you're not permitted to do that. Your body belongs to your spouse. If I'm a man, if you're a man, it belongs to your wife. And your wife, a man, the woman belongs to the husband. Yeah. So they become one. And that's why we are told in the book of Genesis 2:24 that a man shall leave his father and mother and be united with his wife, and they shall become one. Okay. So for us, the body is very important. We talk about the body. And then the spirit is where we say two cannot walk together unless they agree.
Yes.
You have to be a believer the same way I'm a believer. That is Amos 3:3. The two will walk together only if they agree.
Yeah.
And then when we look at 2 Corinthians 6:14, it tells us, I cannot be yoked with unbeliever. When I talk about unbeliever, it's anyone that does not subscribe to my beliefs.
Yeah.
And therefore, we are guided by the word of God as our basis. That is the Bible. And the Bible is our manual of life.
Okay.
So we cannot go anything contrary. When it comes to our love, it should be guided that from the start, I cannot fall in love with somebody that is not a believer.
Okay.
As a Christian.
Yeah.
Because it will bring complication of the word, the basis of the word. I cannot be yoked with unbeliever unless it's just for the sake of just the agape love, the unconditional love of God.
Yes.
But if it's going to get to eros love, where you become sexually intimate, then the person must be a believer like you.
Okay.
So Christianity is clear, it's cut.
Yeah.
There is no two-way. I cannot cross over.
Yeah.
So there is no love beyond boundaries for a Christian.
Yeah.
You love within. A believer like you.
Okay.
You subscribe to the same faith. You worship the same God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And with those guidelines in line, maybe we can have, do we have some guidelines as well in Hinduism, Engineer?
So Hinduism is actually a way of life. It's more than a religion. It's a way of life.
Okay.
And the way the marriage takes place, I'll just take a couple of seconds to explain it.
Okay.
We have 7 feras. Feras is going around the sacred fire.
Yes.
And each of these feras is a vow, a commitment, which the husband and the wife give to each other.
Okay.
Now, why do we go around fire and we don't go around our religious books or anything? There are 3 basic reasons.
Okay.
First, fire purifies everything. When you cook your food, you cook it on fire because it destroys the germs, right?
Yeah.
So it's the largest or the most sacred purifying element in this universe.
Okay.
So you purify yourself, your hearts and your souls with the fire around which you go. The second reason is the fire is also the only source of energy in this universe, right? So we pray, please give us the energy so that this marriage and this union which we are getting into has the energy to last a lifetime.
Okay.
And third, which is a little more critical, is that if you know, the Hindus cremate their body.
Yes.
Which means the final destination, ultimate destination for any Hindu in this world is the fire.
Aha.
Right? And so when you go across the fire,
Yes.
the husband and the wife, or the boy and the girl, are making a commitment. They catch their hands and they go around in circles saying that this life, we are going to work together, walk together, hand in hand, until both of us go into our ultimate destination. And that is the first commitment which they give to each other, that we'll walk hand in hand until we reach our final destination.
Wow.
And therefore, if you look at Hinduism,
Yes.
you know, the cases of separation,
Divorce, separation
are quite low. Of course, with the world changing, the ratios are increasing, but they continue to be so. Because the first step in marriage is you're making a commitment that we are now together until we reach our final destination.
Wow, I think that's really, really powerful and beautiful to find out. I'm learning, right? And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll also find what are some of the guidelines when it comes to Islam as you're getting into this commitment that is marriage. And of course, Harrison will be telling us for the non-religious people, what is it? What are they looking for? Are there guidelines other than, you know, how you feel about someone? Tukona mikakati. Harrison nakanika na kuingililia. We have a question for you, though. We have a question for you. We love to hear from you. So the question we're asking you today is very, very easy. It is, what qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? What qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? We'll be looking at your feedback after this break. It's NTV Kenya on all of our social media platforms. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Relationship Tuesday on Your World. And today we're looking at marriage in different and diverse lenses, through the lenses of Christianity, the lenses of Hinduism, the lenses of Islam and atheism. So we are asking you one question today: what qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? What qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? And looking on Facebook, I see Karen saying, people still get married these days. Fayed Jabto on Facebook says, respect, communication, and attention is everything. Elbaha Kazungu says, respect, communication, and honesty to each other. Beatrice says, communication and honesty. Maria Ngengi says, respect. Benson Maina, one-time marriage, hakuna kuzoeana sana. Collins Wafula says, Jesus till the end. Boniface Kirui, mbango wa kando. Nikushwali. Masinde V says, marriage is beautiful and peaceful when you watch it from afar. You were doing so well until and just before the break, we went through the lenses of Christianity and what are the demarcations, the stipulations around marriage, and we also went through Hinduism as well, being taken through the process of holding hands and walking around the fire and what the symbolism of the fire means. But now as we get into Islam, Sheikh Ahmed, maybe you can tell us, what are those stipulations? What is the commitment? Are there like things that we look forward to when we are going through this marriage process that probably farm us or ground us into marriage?
Okay, in Islam, as we say earlier, in Islam, marriage is commitment and responsibilities and rights.
Okay.
And the first thing, a Muslim who wants to marry, he has to go to ask permission from the parents of the woman or the girl.
So that is, sorry to cut you short. So the man has to go and ask permission to marry this this girl. We call it like maybe introduction or something in our
after agreement.
So the girl and the guy are ready to do it. Okay, fantastic.
In Eastern, for instance, some Muslim in a house, maybe a father can propose to his girl that someone wants to marry you. I chose him to you, so that he asking permission from that girl. If girl accepts, we conduct the marriage. Or the spouses, they agree together. Maybe they have some qualities and what get attract to them, so that they can marry together.
Okay.
That is the first thing. And then they have to go to ask the father or the guardian. If there is no father there, the guardian, but the guardian must be a man, not a woman.
Okay.
But the mother has to be alerted and to be communicated to that. Your girl has found a husband or something like that. And even a girl can choose and say to his father, I have someone which I like to be married with him. In Islam, we allowed that. We are not forcing someone to be married.
Okay.
You know, the forcing marriage is not good, because there will be some problem after marriage. So marriage is choice to yourself. If you agree, so we conduct that marriage. After that, there are some rights for the woman who was agreed to be married. He has to be given a dowry.
Okay.
You know, in Islam, we have the dowry and we have the rights of the parents. Not like other communities, they say the dowry that Rorashio, something like that. No, in Islam, the dowry is rights of a woman. He has to ask anything.
The woman?
Yeah.
I ask for anything.
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 Unajua anything could be anything. But Khalifa haiko mbali.
Yeah, you can ask anything.
Oh, wow.
From handkerchief to a chopper to a jet.
And that is dowry. So I demand my own.
And it's your right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
They are right for the parents.
Okay.
And for the family.
Okay.
And as a woman, you have a right to ask something which are valuable. From handkerchief to...
Whatever is valuable to me.
Valuable to you.
Okay.
And the husband has to agree. And if it's very high, you can bargain.
We can negotiate.
You can negotiate. But you ask for anything. That's we value our women.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, the father agree. We conduct the marriage.
Yeah.
The marriage has to be conducted with 5 people. The the woman, the husband, the father, and 2 witnesses. And Sheikh will be conducting the marriage. Okay. Even the father can say, from now, he can declare, from now, so and so, you are married.
Or it doesn't have to be the Sheikh.
Yeah, Sheikh is come to bless them.
Bless. But the father,
the father has
to
the right.
The bride. The father to the bride?
The father to the bride.
Okay.
He can say, from now you are together. This and marriage comes with responsibility and commitment.
Okay.
The wife has rights, and the husband has the rights.
Okay. And
in Islam, also we are allowed, if marriage is not working, you're allowed to be divorced.
Talaka. Yeah. And at what point do we get to allow probably wife number 2, number 3? Because I think it's number 4 that's the ultimate.
In Islam, about polygamy is a very wide topic.
Okay.
Because, you know, in Islam, we have verses which is that conducting us that we can be married to. For first one,
yes,
maybe we have our sister or our daughter.
Yeah,
she's a widow.
Okay,
she has orphans.
Yes,
she has no one to take care of it. So as a Muslim, you have to take care of that woman.
Oh wow!
And for instance, maybe the wife is sick, critically is sick.
Yeah,
she can allow the husband to marry.
Oh, okay.
Or to connect 2 communities together. Maybe 2 communities are fighting. So if to come to bring peace and harmony, if you marry another community, you'll see we cannot beat the
other, because now
shemeji, of that.
That's interesting.
So it's other reasons apart from love.
Yeah.
Apart from love.
So the man is not attracted to this person.
You can't be attracted because
decide I will bring this one.
But there's a lot of
have
duty.
To be there. Love have to be there.
Love has to be there. But then there's a lot of duty tied to this. Duty to widows, duties to community,
care of the orphans and something like that.
Duty to orphans.
And to prevent what our brothers say here in Pango Wakanda or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nowadays, some men, they prefer to have many women outside and they married. So you have to declare, we have this and this and this.
So you can't have this. All of the 4 will be legally married according to Islam. And does it matter if I was number 1? I'm pole tumeka kwako Sheikh kidogo nataka kabla tuende kwa after we've joined in the things that happen after that will come later. But I'd like to understand as probably Bibi wa kwanza, wife 1. Am I part of this decision? Can I agree or say no to?
It depends.
Oh, it depends. Okay.
You know, some women, you know, Allah, we say Allah.
Yes, Allah is fine. Yeah.
Allah has given us, you know, women, you are jealousy. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to declare, and sometimes you have to hide because of the peace of the first one. Because, you know, if you're jealous, you say, so you decided to marry, so I'm packing my things, I'm going. So it depends on the situation. Some situation you can communicate and you can declare.
So it's not blanket.
It's not blanket.
It's not blanket. Everybody has a right to choose and negotiate and talk and pengine kama ukota na hiyo capability ya kuwa na hao pengine hauna. Okay.
And we can another thing we can add. Maybe a man who is physically good in marital
hello.
And the women say, I can't handle it. Can you have another one? These some reasons.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there are many reasons. When he said it's a white topic,
it's a white topic.
Clearly.
They are all very valid. They are all very valid.
Yes. And Harrison, when you look at it from the lenses of atheism, what are some of the things that we look out for? Are there values, things that will probably guide us on who we choose, or?
Yeah, so I think first I'll say that, you know, that we should not, in my own view, as an atheist president, it should be possible for a Christian and an atheist to come together in a union. It should be possible for a Hindu and an atheist, a Muslim and an atheist to come together in a union. And I think this is where we should be moving to, where we don't use religion as a basis for deciding who should marry who, because this is a human thing. It's a human thing. Remember what I said, it is about two people, irrespective of their beliefs, coming together. And it is not about what you believe in. I have a lot of friends who are religious, and you know, they are very good friends of mine. Yeah. I have so many female friends who are Muslim and Christian and so on. When I went to, there's a time I traveled to Singapore, I met a lot of friends who are not atheists. So I think it should be about being human. Number two, I think from our perspective is that it should not be permanent. We should allow marriages to end when they come to an end. One of the problems, and that is why you're seeing social media posts, people saying, you know, do people still get married? Yeah. It's because these traditions we are putting before the marriages, where now you have to do a wedding, and then they tell you, you know, you have to make, you know, vows, and then now you read the Bible, certain verses, and then they tell you the two shall become one, and then they tell you till death do us part. Yeah. It creates a lot of tension within marriages, whereby when you feel like your partner is not the person, because people actually do evolve. People change. Today, a 20-year-old girl who is getting married is not the same as a 40-year-old. When she gets to 40, she has become somebody different. That's true. Maybe she has different perspective of life. Maybe she does not want to be married again. Maybe she was too young. Maybe she was naive. And that is why, for me, religious, what I'll call religious ceremonies and religious rituals are a barrier to happiness in marriage, in the sense that they make two people to have to stick together irrespective of what is happening in the marriage. And it's very unfair to the partners. And that is why, from our perspective, I'm proposing that two people coming together should have an exit mechanism, which is easy, which is, you know, without any barriers.
So would it be like a contract then? Because I'm imagining if, say, for example, I'm Hindu and this is all I know, then it makes sense. It won't be pressure to anyone if we are all aligned. If I'm a Muslim, then we are aligned. It doesn't...
I think it would be much easier if we had like a 4-year marriage, renewable marriage contract.
What?
That would be more. That would actually work.
Sheikh, anataka kukuambia. Sheikh ameinua hadi mkono. Amefanya hivi. Students, twende.
In Islam, you know, Islam is a balanced religion.
Yes.
We are bounded with the scriptures.
Yes.
We are bounded with scriptures. And Islam is a balance.
Okay.
If the marriage is not working, a man has a right to divorce a woman. Okay. And we come with responsibilities and rights. If they have children, man have to commit himself to take the responsibility of the children.
Okay.
Even if I divorce my wife, I have to give her something, so to start another life. Okay. Something like that. Comes with responsibility.
With responsibility.
And in Islam also, we have a wife, a woman, has a right to ask for divorce.
Okay.
If the marriage is not working, she has a right.
How easy or difficult is it though? Kupatiana talaka, kupewa talaka. How easy or difficult is it in terms of the stigma that comes with that kind of?
If the husband is abusive, you know, nowadays we have GBV, gender violence.
If that is happening,
that marriage is not working.
Okay.
So you can exit. Even a woman, in Islam we have something we call khulu. Khulu, you return that dowry.
Yes.
And then the husband give you talaq. so you are free. So Islam is balanced. It's not like we are committed until death. No.
Okay.
If it's not working, Islam accepts. So we balance. But we have circumstances. Not every quarrels or every problem. Our reason. We are binded with the we know in Islam we are binded with the Quran and the sayings of our Prophet. So you have to follow as a Muslim.
Okay.
You have to follow. We are abided with that. We cannot say, even in Islam, you're not allowed to marry non-Muslim.
Aha.
You're not allowed.
Okay. Harrison ameinua mkono.
You're not allowed. If they married,
yes.
they get married. Okay. But in Islam is prohibited.
Okay.
Engineer is also
I can see engineer. Yes, engineer, please, and then we'll come to you, Harrison.
So, like that,
okay.
We say it comes with responsibility, and we are guided with the scriptures.
Okay. So, yes, we can have engineer.
In Hinduism, we are looking at it from a different point of view.
Okay.
It's not that if the people are not able to get together, then they should leave each other. What we are looking at is how can we make it possible for them to live together.
Okay.
Right. Now, I'll just go through the 7 vows which we take. We have in our Hindu scriptures that every individual has got 4 objectives to achieve in this life.
Okay.
The first one is to achieve dharma. What is dharma? Righteousness.
Righteousness.
Right? Now, the first vow is on righteousness, where we say, we will not worry about our rights. We'll do what is right for the family.
Okay.
Right? Now, I'll just take a small example to explain what this means in terms of vows. If I have a right to go and spend time with my friends, but my son needs me to help him with his homework. Now, I have a right, but what is right to do?
Aha.
Right?
Okay. I see.
Right. So, the first vow is that I will do what is right, and I will not do what is rights for me. Right? Which means we are replacing me with we. Right? And the moment you replace me with we,
yes,
the probability that that marriage will last increases significantly. So that's the first vow.
Okay.
Now, the second vow is about artha. A marriage is an institution. And just like any institution, there are responsibilities to be carried out. In a manufacturing industry, you have somebody to look after production and somebody to look after the sales, right? Similarly, in a marriage, there are certain responsibilities which have to be done to carry the family forward.
Okay.
Now, the second vow is that together we will take the full responsibilities. We will not sacrifice the responsibilities and ensure that all those responsibilities are done. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
One generation above me, when my parents were there,
yes,
the father was the cabinet secretary for external affairs. And the mother was the cabinet secretary for home affairs. Right?
Yes.
So the jobs were very categorically defined.
Yes.
Now the things have changed.
That's true.
Now my son and my daughter-in-law both work. So they both share the housework also.
Yes.
One cooks, the other cleans.
Yeah.
Right. But the point which I'm driving is that these responsibilities which are required to make a marriage successful will be undertaken and will not be sacrificed.
Okay.
So that is the second vow.
That's the second vow.
Right. Now the third vow is about, we call it kama, which is about love. We will give love and we will take love. And we will create an environment in the family or in the home that all our children and the spouse loves to come back to the
Home.
In practical terms,
Yeah.
we will create a loving environment in the, not a toxic environment.
Absolutely.
In the home.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the fourth one is what we have to do is to achieve moksha. Moksha means salvation, which means we free ourselves from the circle of death and birth. Now, we believe as Hindus that we have taken a birth because we have some weaknesses.
Yeah.
Right? And we are not perfect, therefore we are not one with God.
Yeah.
Now it becomes, but our ultimate objective is to achieve moksha, which is be one with God.
Okay.
So the husband and the wife have a responsibility to help each other with spirituality so that we can remove each other's weaknesses and achieve moksha.
Okay.
Now we have not seen moksha, but what it does, it makes both the partners better people in life.
Yeah.
Right. Now these are the 4 objectives which we have to achieve, but we have 7 vows.
We're going to take a quick break, then we're going to pick up from the 4 vows that we've had. So we've got 3 more to go. And I know, Harrison, your hand was up, and I don't know why Bishop is very quiet.
No. Harrison will not talk before me. There's something he has raised.
There's something.
Yes, I'm just
there's
being
something
gentle.
he said. So,
yeah, I wanted to listen to them and then see where we agree and where there's divergence.
Harrison, Bishop amesema kuna kitu anataka kusema kabla wewe useme. So we'll just take that quick break. We've also got lots of feedback on our WhatsApp line on the question of the day, and of course with more questions to the panelists that we have today. The question we are asking you today is very, very simple. We are asking you, well, where is the question? The question, where is the... Yeah, there you go. What qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? What qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? We'll be right back after this break with more of your feedback and, of course, more from the panelists. Harrison is raging to say something, but Bishop is like, apana. Kabla Harrison aonge, niko na point. So we will be right back with all of that after this break. Don't go too far. Welcome back, welcome back. There's a show going on behind the scenes and we're doing our best in the next 1 hour to dig deeper into what really makes a marriage strong, now that we've understood what it takes, what marriage means, and what it's about from the 4 different lenses that we are looking through today: Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and atheism. So just before the break, before we look at the feedback that is on our WhatsApp and Facebook as well, Engineer Surendra, you were just telling us about the 7 vows. We talked about 4. Maybe you can quickly go through the 3.
So the next 3 vows are about decision making, right? That the decision making will be inclusive and consultative. So the husband and the wife will consult each other for their areas of responsibility before they take a decision. Okay. Right. The next vow is on fidelity, which says, I will love you when you're young, when you're middle-aged, and when you're old age.
Beautiful.
Right?
Yes.
So that's the next 6th vow. And the final vow is about the children. Now, children are a part of the marriage. They have come into this world not by their choice.
No.
They have come with your choice.
Yes.
And therefore, you're responsible for them. So both of them take the responsibility or a vow that we will be responsible for the family, which is but natural to come after marriage.
Absolutely.
So once they take these 7 vows, what we have done is we have established how to ensure that the marriage works.
Yeah.
But we may still have a situation where even after these vows, there is a conflict.
Yes.
So in our marriage system, there is a conflict management also available. We can discuss as we go forward.
Ah, fantastic. And there was a conflict of who to go first before the break. But Bishop, please, say it.
Very short.
Yes.
I want to say marriage comes because of love. Brings you together.
Yes.
The second thing that keeps you together is the commitment. You become very committed to one another, irrespective, and the love is unconditional. You don't get out of it because you have chosen to get out of it or you are bored. You have to look for the mechanism to allow this love still thrive, even in old age, when you have all changed or things have changed because children have come in. Maybe one has lost a job, another one may be sick, or all those things must be factored in. The second one, commitment. Commitment to one another without thinking of an exit, unless there is what Sheikh said, abuse. For us, infidelity can make you leave a marriage. But if those things can be solved, because sometimes they happen, but they are tackled, you continue. The third one, you have to realize out of this relationship, you may decide to be children-free, and therefore that is good. But if you get offsprings, then you are bound together no matter what. Even if you get out of the relationship, you'll still be together in this sense. You have to raise the children together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Harrison, tumekufikia.
Yeah, I think one of the things that is happening, because marriage has been evolving over time.
Yes.
And now you're starting to see people saying they are now being child-free.
Yes.
We are seeing people saying they want to be married, but they don't want to live in the same household. And that's what we call a partnership. But I think what we need to appreciate is we don't need to make marriage complicated. We don't need to make it a huge ritual with such a heavy burden on the individuals. Okay. And that is why I'm saying I do think we need to simplify what it is and simplify how it should come to an end, because my friend will agree with me that one of the things that religious, especially, Christianity, Islam is what I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with Hinduism.
Yes.
Is that you get into it and then you are told now you're the wife, you're the husband, and whenever something goes wrong, everybody, the church and community try to make sure that how can we resolve this?
Mediation.
Mediation and all these things. We are saying from our side that if something goes wrong, this struggle to try and put two people together is not fair to the two people.
So for every problem, just walk away. And I'm like, so how many people are you going to go through life?
Listen. The thing is, let's not worry so much what happens after the marriage ends. What people decide afterwards, it is their own business. What we are saying is, let us not make this institution an institution where you feel like quitting is a
matter of life and death.
Yeah, like quitting is such a big deal, and also everybody is trying to make you guys, just be there, remain married. I
have a question just before we get you have a question. Okay, Sawa.
What mechanism you are going to use when there are small conflicts in your marriage?
What mechanism? There's no mechanism. If one of the parties feel this conflict is not for me, step out.
Even a small conflict.
If one of the parties, it doesn't matter the size of a conflict. If one of the parties feels that this is not what I signed up for,
I'm out of here. But then the question today,
that sounds very nice.
It does.
I love the way it sounds.
Yeah.
That should be the ideal.
Yeah.
But the
reality of where our backgrounds, we don't permit that. I wish I could just walk with you, Harrison, and decide, okay, this is what you believe, and I believe it's okay. It sounds very simple. But I think if things are so simple in the world, then there will be chaos.
But my
there
question,
should be rules and regulations.
If it's easy to walk away that way, then my question would be the question that we are asking today: what makes that strong? You want good things in life, right? You do not get in thinking tomorrow it will not work.
I think
but then what would those things that make that union?
That has made marriage, and especially in the previous generation, not this one, because I think there's a lot of chaos in marriages right now. What has made marriage work is religion and tradition and culture. Now, what is happening is there's a these things, they are disintegrating.
Yes.
Culture is disintegrating.
That's true.
Religion is not also people's in Kenya right now, the way I see it, things are taking a small evolution. People are starting to say, no, I will not follow the religious practice. So I think under these circumstances, we are going to see a lot of changes in how people, approach marriage, how they deal with conflict. And I can tell you, because I also do TikTok and I listen to people on this particular subject.
Yes.
I can tell you, marriages are not working in this country.
And on that note, like I said at the beginning of this conversation, that we always love to hear from you, and you are talking to us, especially on our WhatsApp, and we'd like to see those feedbacks and also the questions that you're asking, and we can have the panel answers. So on WhatsApp we are kuna mtu anasema, Bishop, in today's world, where so many marriages are struggling or ending in divorce, what would you say is the single okay, tuanze uko juu sawa. Bishop Grace, as a marriage counselor, how should one discern the difference between genuine love or if it's just a strong attraction in regards to falling in love? Oh, this is from last week. Let's please scroll down. Yes, there. Bishop, many couples today face pressures from modern life, work, social media, and changing values. In your view, how can couples maintain strong spiritual and emotional connections amid these distractions to build a lasting and successful marriage? Bishop will answer that when we finish looking at the questions. No marriage nowadays. We hit once and run away. This is not even the union you were talking about. There's no conflict there, Harrison. Hello, Mwikali. I'm Faith from Riru. Qualities that I believe make a marriage successful: prayer, love, loyalty, respect, faithfulness, trustworthy, honestness, oneness, acceptance, communication, openness. Asante sana for that. Hello, Your World family. This is Jerry. This panel is giving real truth table vibes. Bishop GD always brings kingdom clarity in the noise. My question goes to Bishop. Being a believer, unawezaje kuwa na marriage strong na mtu wa background tofauti bila kucompromise faith yako? How do we love deep bila kulose spiritual direction? Two will not be unequally yoked. Hello, I'm watching from Busia, locked in till the end. Thank you so much. Tuned in from Isinya. My name is Edith. Big love to my Bishop Grace Muthoni-Dalizu. Following. Asante sana, all the way from Isinya. Hi, what makes a strong marriage is the foundation in which those who want to get married agreed with. From HOT Church Malindi. Also remember that in marriage there is nothing called my right, but what is my partner's right, or what should I do to make my partner and the marriage enjoy our marriage. Okay, thank you. Hello, NTV. I am Clement, Nico, 24 years of age, and I have some knowledge in marriage. Though I'm not married. I'm a sapiosexual and have done some research in dating, courting, and marriage. Marriage is a will between two people who love each other, and it comes with a lot of sacrifice and investment. But marriage must have the main virtues: trust, commitment, loyalty, and respect. And people marry not because they want someone in their lives, but because they want to share their life with. And within the main virtues, there's no marriage. I know you'll ask, what about love? Sometimes love fades. Take, for instance, how young couples love each other. Right now, the honeymoon phase will never last, but there's only one solution to this. Why don't you marry a person who will become your best friend? When you create a best friend bond and a love bond with the same person, you will never find reason to leave that marriage, because you help each other, grow together, support each other. Even if marriage can be based on religion, what about out of religion? Social media has brought a lot of pressure to relationships. People want to live the life of others. Why don't you create your own relationship and marriage without getting influenced? All right, all right. Good morning. I'm Levis in the building, and I really enjoy the show because it's more educating. But according to me, I only believe on two things that make the marriage successful and strong, which is trust and respect. Good morning. Qualities that make a marriage successful: trust, respect, integrity, and love. Ameongeza zingine mbili. Asante sana, Levis. Hey, I'm Sheikh. I'm supporting Harrison. Marriage is a scam. It can never work nowadays. Tastes change with time and exposure. What makes a marriage strong is love and respect. Thank you, child of the Most High. Hello, NTV. Scientifically speaking, tumefika. Humans are designed to pursue things they haven't accomplished. This marriage thing is just one of the things some random person came up with. It's just a belief against human nature. Marriage is a good thing, but it takes a lot of sacrifice. If you choose to go that path, tuteremke kidogo hapo, you are much more likely to be happier as a baby mama or a baby daddy than actually being married. Wait. I'm Angela. Marriage is a no-go zone nowadays. Good morning, your world. Thank the council man of Hindu in Kenya, Umesalimiwa engineer. Mwikali, kindly ask Harrison if they are operating out of the Constitution of Kenya. Harrison, una swali hapo, utatujibu tukirudi. Kama uko kwa Constitution ama mko, do we have any more questions? Any more? No? Okay. And we have a phone call. Sylvester, all the way from Nakuru. Good morning. Good morning, Sylvester.
How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Niko salama kabisa. We can't hear him in studio, but I can hear him on my talkback. Maybe we can just try and patch him through.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Sylvester, I can hear you. Karibu sana to the conversation we're having today.
Thank you so much.
Aha, unataka kutueleza nini? Una swali ama maoni?
Yeah, I think niko na maoni.
Aya.
Ningependa kuchangia kidogo about the issue of marriage.
Yes.
I believe that when it comes to marriage, there are three things that at least we need to look at and put in consideration before engaging into marriage.
Okay.
As the panelists have spoken now, I love all the explanation from the Christian, Muslim, and the Hindu perspective. And my friend, I didn't get his well.
Harrison, yes.
Harrison, yes. So I believe that the three key elements. Number one is sacrifice.
Number one?
Sacrifice is sacrifice.
Okay.
That you have to sacrifice your comfort, sacrifice your friendship, sometimes sacrifice almost.
What is the second one?
Is marriage.
The second one?
The second one is commitment.
Commitment.
Yes.
Okay.
Be committed to that marriage.
All right.
Be committed to your partner.
Okay.
Be committed to your vow. And I think the last one is communication.
Okay.
Communicate daily. What you're feeling, what you're thinking. You know, sometimes we may give, we may say something or do something.
Yes.
That is not elaborate, and your partner may take it wrongly.
And
misinterpret your action or your comment.
Okay.
So let us communicate comprehensively.
Yes.
Making the partner understand what is it that you are saying and what is it that you are doing.
Yes.
I believe with that we can have a lasting solution for marriage. And if it doesn't work, then we can go the other way. But I think if we are really committed to it, we can have lasting and strong marriages. Not only in this country, but all over.
Asante sana, Sylvester. All the way from Nakuru, anasema commitment, sacrifice, na communication. And we've gotten a couple of questions. I think Bishop kuna maswali zimeulizwa hapo kadha wa kadha.
Nafikiri wanzie
Harrison.
I think the Constitution of Kenya recognizes marriage between a man and a woman under Article 45.
Yes.
And then we have the Marriage Act, which recognizes Christian, Hindu, Muslim.
Yes.
What they have failed to do is to recognize non-religious unions, which they should. So that act needs to be amended. So that, and that's what I'm saying, we are evolving.
Yeah.
And as we are moving on, you know, in some other jurisdictions, we have gay marriages, not in Kenya, but we have them happening in other jurisdictions. And so I think what we are witnessing is the evolution of what we call marriage.
Yeah.
And I think if you look at maybe 50 years from now, maybe our Marriage Act will have incorporated some of these things, because the way people are thinking now might not be the way people think at that time. But from our perspective, it should be simple. all those concepts that they're talking about, which we also, believe in, trust, communication, respect. These are human concepts, and they don't just apply to marriage. Yeah. They apply to relationship between you and your friend, you and your parent, your family. These are things which maintain any working relationship.
Okay.
Even your colleague who you're working with, there has to be an element of respect, an element of trust. When you give them a job, you have to be sure they trust you and you trust them that they'll do it. So these are just concepts that make relationships work. What I think we are saying on our end is that let us not make unions between two people so complicated to the point where when you think about a different approach to it, it becomes difficult because of
those other regulations.
And you know what? The people who have done big weddings, do you know how difficult it is?
It is. It is
to quit those weddings, because you think about the number of people.
Maybe you're still paying alone.
Who came to the wedding and you're like, my goodness, what happens if I quit this wedding? So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Some of these ceremonies are good in terms of what we are discussing here, but they can be a source of a lot of unhappiness.
We have a caller from Kisumu.
All right.
Would need to pick that up, but I also want to find out if commitment, fidelity is a thing kwa dunia ya yenu. So, but we have Gilbert all the way from Kisumu. Good morning.
Good morning, Mwikali.
Niko salama kabisa. Kisumu vipi?
Kisumu iko salama.
Aya, tueleze. Mada ya leo unataka kuichangia?
Yes, nataka kuchangia kidogo. Asante sana for having me. Amazing panelists you have today.
Okay.
Yes, and I want to direct my question to Bishop.
Yes.
Yes, in today's world where so many marriages are struggling or ending in divorce.
Say that again?
In today's world,
yes,
where so many marriages are struggling or ending in divorce. What will you say is the single most important principle that couples must commit to in order to build a lasting and fulfilling marriage?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think that's a brilliant question as well. Maybe you can answer that. Santi Sana Gilbert, as you answer the other questions that were asked on the WhatsApp page.
Yes, I just want to say, when it comes to marriage, and I speak that from experience, is that first of all, the love must be genuine. The love must be genuine that puts you together, because you have to be emotionally bound. You have to be bound in many ways, spiritually bound also. Like if you're a Christian, and I believe he may be talking from the Christian perspective, you have to be bound. And I've realized this also cuts across the Muslims and the Hindu, that there is that bond of love. Then there is a commitment that you have. Now, what holds the relationship is that you decide that this relationship must work. Must work or must work. And if it doesn't work, you try all the avenues. You know, the mediation, the family, and that's why I said when you get married, witnesses must be there.
Yes.
The pastor must be there, you know, and then their family members also. They play a crucial role, because when we talk about dowry payment, it's acceptable in Christianity. That puts two families together and friends are involved. These people ensure that this relationship stays on, because there are a lot of challenges, because in the boat of marriage, there will be a lot of rocking from outside, rocking from within, rocking from in-laws, rocking from friends, rocking from financial constraints. One has lost a job, sicknesses may come, and sometimes people don't know how to handle this. And that's why in Christianity, we encourage premarital counseling, so that we handle all these things and enable this couple to stay together, knowing how to deal with their finances when there is no job, to deal with a loss, maybe a loss of a child or loss of anything. The family can lose something. Will this marriage still survive? And therefore, what I want to say as a Christian, our faith keeps us together.
Absolutely.
Our faith keeps us together.
And we have a question for Engineer Surendra here. It says, she's called Kate Vaji. She says, what's the Hindu outlook on love marriages versus arranged marriages? Are traditional systems evolving with the times, or do they still dominate?
No, they are evolving.
Yes.
Love is important.
Yes.
For a marriage to succeed. But for marriages to be sustainable, love has to be supplemented with commitment.
Okay.
Right? So, do we have love marriages? Yes, we do have. Provided the commitment to love is long-term and sustainable. What happens after marriage? Things change.
Yeah.
That is one thing which is definite.
That's true.
Right? If you're in love before, things change, what happens? You fall out of love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's assume you're not in love. Let's assume.
Okay.
And things change.
Yes.
What happens? You fall in love.
Yeah.
So what's important is that after marriage, whether you were in love before or you were not in love before, you must fall in love with each other after the marriage is there.
Okay. All right. So this, to answer the question, this is actually evolving. Yes. It is not still stuck on arranged marriages. Things have changed now,
yes.
and changed to where we get to also choose who we want to be with.
Absolutely.
And also understand what is required of me, even as I say yes, till death do us part.
Correct.
Okay. And there's so many questions here that are very interesting. I think for you, Harrison, how do atheists, and I think you had asked the same question, Sheikh Ahmed, how atheists approach conflict resolutions and commitment in marriage, particularly in a culture where religious ceremonies often dominate. So they're coming from a place of there's moral values, there are things that have bound these other religions, there are things that we have to live within, understand. So in that same concept, how are there binding values for the...
I think for us, we push for what we call individual happiness.
Individual happiness?
Yes. Even within marriage, as an individual, you need to feel comfortable as a person.
Okay.
It's not about what people think out there. It's not about ceremonies or culture or your parents. It boils down to the individual. And so how the conflict is dealt with is between the two people. If they cannot resolve it, the best thing is for the party that feels aggrieved to step out. I think the problem I have is that we are making marriage to be about so many things outside the two people. So many things outside the two people, where if there's a conflict, then the two people have to go outside the marriage to try and address this issue.
This is just
and you know, most of the time, and as much as this sometimes it succeeds, it is not obvious that once parties seek counsel outside the marriage, that they will get a solution. It is possible that there could be a situation which cannot be resolved even if parties go outside to try and resolve it.
Yeah.
That is why we focus on the two individuals.
Okay.
And you know, another thing, individual happiness is really, really important. Even, you see, we talk about marriage is about two people.
Yeah.
But again, it's about two individuals.
That's true.
Yeah, and these individuals, they came from somewhere. They were not married. And they had their own lives, and they're compromising a lot and accommodating the other person.
Yes.
And that's not an easy thing to do.
It is not.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying you have to have a sense of individuality so that should you feel that is not working, you should be able to say, let me still be the individual I was before I got into this marriage. Without feeling like guilty about, you know, the whole world.
Yeah, we need to go on a quick break, but I have a question for Sheikh Ahmed when we come back from the break. And this is Katlesi who's asking, what is the Islamic view on interfaith marriages, especially where one partner is non-Muslim? Are there spiritual, societal concerns tied to such unions? And I know you had just mentioned this, but just to answer their question, because they are happening, what are probably the things that need to happen to ensure that probably the institution of marriage just, Yeah. So let's just take a quick look at our WhatsApp messages, even as we go on a break. Hey, Mwalimu Wisdom. Hey, Mwalimu Wisdom J. Wafula from Langas, Eldoret. What is so key in any relationship is trust and loyalty, all bound with love. Once trust is lost, all is not counted. All right. Thank you so much for that, Mwalimu Wisdom. Hi, Mwikali. I'm Evans Mwania. When my father and mother divorced because they've divorced, who can I live with as my best parents? Hi, Mwikali. I'm Meg from Kwamaiko, and I think the best thing to do for marriage is to avoid it completely. Yo. Good morning. Your world and TV. Mine is like a chama. Since I started staying with her 2 years now, the girl anaenda kwao daily. Is it right? Although I discovered some fishy things, like now alitoka shule a week ago, yet alienda kwao hata kuja kuona hata kuja kuona hata. Huyu ako serious ama ni mchezo tu? Ameita chama jameni. Hello, Faith from Busia. I agree with Harrison. Marriages are no longer marriages. In fact, they bring death close. Yeah. Tunakaribia. I mean logistics. And the same policies may apply in marriages as well.
Task evaluation.
Task evaluation in terms of what you'd like to achieve, planning, agreement, distribution, and allocation of tasks. So I agree with the panelists who said married people can be married but live separately, and it works quite well. Harrison, I think that's you. Hello, NTV. I have listened very well to our guests, but what I know is marriage is working very well, especially when you start it with the foundation of God. Marriage was an order from God. So please, for those who are saying marriage is a scam, just know how you started your marriage, whether you started with God foundation or you did just because it's a normal thing to do. All right. I'm Wamboi, 17 years. In my perspective, one should use the qualities of love as in Corinthians. For example, love is kind. Replace love with your partner, for example. Michael is kind. Michael is patient. Michael is forgiving. Michael does not put a record of wrongs. Niko kwa hiyo verse. Niko hapo. Bishop, Niko. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come in, we have 30 minutes to the end of the show. We have callers. We have Priscilla on the line as well. So Priscilla, usitoke kwa line. Tutaichukua tukirudi after he break. Don't go too far. Welcome back. Welcome back. Quite the conversation. It's lit on our WhatsApp. It's lit on social media. We're looking at marriage through 4 very diverse lenses: Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and atheism. What makes marriage strong? That's the conversation today, and we have a question for you today. Tunakuuliza swali rahisi sana ili utujibu, na naona watu WhatsApp pale wamejibu kweli kweli. Let me just get that for you. Tunasema marriage is a contract. What do you think makes a marriage last? What qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? What qualities do you believe make a marriage successful? Omar Bongo Nayo anasema marriage is a contract with no guarantees. Respect and trust is a major key. Daniel Minor. I'll keep reading more feedback on Facebook, but we have a caller on the line. We have Priscilla from Nairobi. Good morning, Priscilla.
Morning to you.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Great. Tupatie nini your opinion, questions on the conversation that we're having today.
Okay, thank you so much. I am very happy for the conversation which is going on.
Yes.
What I can say that marriage works.
Aha.
The thing, I think most of people, they don't make a good foundation before they start their marriage. You find that one partner is not ready for, but the other partner maybe is ready. So you find that these are 2 people coming together, whereby that one of them is not, even the mind is very far from what is called marriage.
Okay.
But if the 2 partners, they come to agreement that I'm entering in a marriage, it doesn't matter religious or what, I'm entering into marriage.
Yes.
These people will stay together because they remain focused. And during the marriage,
yes,
there should be no interference from anyone, because there have been interference from in-laws, friends, the people who surround you.
Yes.
So you should be always careful who is surrounding us as couple. So you should be very careful. If there's somebody who is trying to interfere your marriage, have a boundary.
Yeah. Sawa.
Another thing is about communication.
Okay.
This person, they should be open enough to speak to each other.
Okay.
When things are good or bad.
Okay.
Another thing is trust from the word go.
From the word go.
From the word go. And that is why you should communicate everything you want in that life. Don't wait, you stay together, then you start communicating. No.
Yes.
Communicate from before you start staying together. What are my weaknesses? What are my expectations in this marriage?
All right.
Be open. And the issue of divorce, I don't encourage, because there's this emotional intelligence. If somebody is not emotionally mature,
yes,
you find that you'll break the heart of this person.
Okay.
And yes, I do believe this person in pieces such that cannot mend his life again.
Yes, sawa. Asante sana.
I heard a lot. I am a marriage counselor. I heard a lot, but I cannot communicate everything right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana. Very, very profound points there. But just before we look at the feedback on our WhatsApp and Facebook, there was a question that was posed to you, Sheikh Ahmed, about, Islamic view on interfaith marriages, where Muslim marries a non-Muslim, and mikakati gani inachukuliwa when that happens, because it is happening.
Yeah. In the reality, nowadays, we say the things are evolve.
Yes, they evolve.
But in Islam, before our prophets, peace be upon him, it was intermarriage of interfaith. We call them people of books.
People of books?
Yeah.
Okay.
People of Quran, Torah, and Injil, and something like that.
Okay.
But in the old centuries. But now in Islam it's not allowed, because we have a clear scripture, a clear verse which say you are not allowed to marry a non-Muslim until he became a Muslim.
So we're not saying no. You can find me.
Yeah.
Muikari.
Yeah.
And then
I converted.
Then you convert me.
Yeah, to Islam.
Nikwe
Yeah, Leila.
Yeah. That is the only way.
That's the only way. But you live, she's a Christian now, or is a atheist, and I'm a Muslim.
Yes.
It's not allowed, because we are bounded there is a verse in the second chapter in Quran, which is not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you do not marry a non-Muslim until he became a Muslim. Yeah.
Okay.
In both way. Maybe a Muslim woman has a friend, a non-Muslim.
Yes.
He has to become a Muslim so that he can be married. We are bounded with the religion.
Okay. And is it the same? Because
In fact, there's somebody who asked that question.
Yeah.
What happens if you fall in love with somebody of another faith? I want to say, people are in love. I've seen love between a Muslim and a Christian, a Hindu, and like that. But when it comes to tying the knot, and what I mean by that is marriage, it's not acceptable. And we use the scripture also, Amos 3:3, that says, two cannot walk together unless they agree.
Yes.
Because whatever religion it is, whatever way of life it is, because even Christianity, we don't call it religion, we call it a lifestyle. In our lifestyle, we don't allow anybody to work with somebody that they will not agree.
Okay.
Because you can say you will change the person,
yes,
but the truth of the matter, if they did not change before.
Yeah.
And another thing, converting them is okay. But we say that conversion, if it was done for the sake of marriage, it will not hold.
Okay.
Yes, because somewhere, somebody will change. and become what they were because they're already in marriage. So we say, even if you convert somebody, don't convert them for your benefit. You know, don't do it for your benefit in Christianity. Do it for the benefit of the kingdom. But once you do that and then you come to us and say, you know, this person was converted yesterday, so that they become now my husband, we don't allow also. We now look at the person, allow them to walk in the faith and see whether they were serious or it was for another reason that they converted. So it's not permitted. Wikali, people cannot walk together if they are not believers. You'll not be yoked with a non-believer. Because you'll fight somewhere, you'll disagree somewhere. So the faith must put you together. Because marriage is a walk of faith.
That is so true. I'd like to understand what from the lenses of Hinduism, what does it say, what does it stand when it comes to interfaith?
We have no barriers to interfaith marriage. Also, in Hinduism, there is no conversion. Right? So, if there's a non-Hindu wanting to marry a Hindu, our religious scriptures allow it. There's a verse in our religious scriptures which says that the entire world is one family. Right? If the entire world is one family, then you can marry any member of any family. We also don't convert. The reason for that is we believe that there is just one power which is ruling the world, right? The universe. You may call them by different names. You know, like dad, we call dad, pa, baba. So we believe all the religions actually believe in the same power, but in different names. And therefore, it really doesn't make a difference if the person has a different name for the same father. So no conversions and no barriers.
Wow. Yes, I see Harrison has something to say.
Our position is that I think we are on the same page with the Hindus, that we look at marriage as a union between two human beings. And I think I've said before that from our perspective, a Hindu should be able to marry a Christian should be able to marry a Muslim, and so on and so forth. And I do think that even within the marriage, it is possible that me as Mumia, I could decide to be a Muslim. And maybe my partner, before I met him, could decide to be an atheist within the marriage. Does that mean the marriage falls apart? And that is why our approach to marriage, it is a human union. It should be about two people. It should be about the values that I think we all agree upon. And those values, I think, should not be based on any religious position. These are just values that should make two people. For example, if you talk about fidelity in terms of fidelity, right? I think that's another thing, that if two parties agree to be faithful to each other, it should not be based on whether you're a Christian or not. And if that does not happen, then your separation should also not be based on your religious background. It's just a question of you have not done what we agreed upon. And that is why our position is strongly that it's a human thing. Marriage is a human thing. It should be easy to get into it if you get somebody you like. It should be easy to get out of it. And I'm waiting for this conversation on the roles of people within the marriage.
Within the marriage,
I also have something to
you could
say
just,
about that.
just...
Oh, let me just say that now, once you get into the marriage, I think one of the problems we have is gender roles. We are now starting to see women going to work, women like you yourself and many others. And so the traditional gender roles, especially of the woman, because traditionally the man was the breadwinner, the man was the one who used to bring back, food home and all these things. The woman was supposed to cook, the woman was supposed to clean. What we are now seeing is a reevaluation of the gender roles. And I think both parties need to be open. In our African cultures, I'm encouraging especially men to be open to doing these gender roles. We cannot continue the way we were with the rise of our female gender getting into the workspace, getting into the, we have opened up space for everybody to be who they want to be. So I think that is something that needs to be looked into.
And I think also engineer mentioned about that things have changed. There used to be a minister for internal affairs, external affairs, but then now those things have changed where we are all getting out in the morning. But I'm wondering, in Islam, is it the same? Ahmed, those roles are still stuck the way they were?
In Islam, we have to understand each other.
Yeah.
You can, husband has a responsibility and wife has a responsibility. And you can come in agreement what we can do. I can help this and this and this, and you can help me on this and this. That spices the love of the house.
Yes.
If I do the dishes, women
we get very happy.
We're very happy.
Yes.
So marriage is about helping each other.
Yeah.
Don't it's not like our grandfathers.
No.
You must do it. No.
Yeah.
You come to an agreement.
Yes.
So that you can be in friendship and relationship and love. And the most important in marriage, you have to know do and does and don't.
Do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts.
Yes.
The first, when you are getting married, you have to know. I have to know what you like and you don't like. That will enhance and bring the marriage to be strong.
Yes.
Yeah. If I know I do this, you will be angry.
I don't do it then.
I don't do it.
Yeah.
This will be helping each other. In Islam, we have history of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He used to do the domestic thing in the house. He used to raise with his wife. He used to tell her sweet words.
Yeah.
Nowadays in marriage we don't have sweet words.
Yeah.
Some people go, "Way, amka, bring me tea," something like that.
Instead, what should we say?
Romantic, my sweetheart, my respect, and something like that. She feels that you value her, you respect her, something like that.
Absolutely.
Even husband, don't call husband, "Hey, nani, something like that. No, you have to spice your love. So that make the marriage strong.
Absolutely.
I have a question for Mumia.
Yes.
He's talked so much about partnership, That's what he seems to be advocating for so much. And then the 4-year contract, which you did not address.
Yes.
It was an example, I'm sure.
Yes.
But I want to say, what constitution, what are you operating? Somebody asked that question. Are you operating within the Constitution of Kenya? Because in the Constitution of Kenya, partnership is not recognized. It's like cohabiting.
Yes.
It's not recognized in the Marriage Act of 2014.
No.
Because in the Marriage Act of 2014, the moment you get married, whether Christian, Hindu, or Muslim, traditional, you must register with them.
Yes.
And you must have a marriage certificate.
Yes.
So when he says about partnership, is it to say that now they have nothing to do with the Constitution
binding
of Kenya? What is binding you?
I think for me, you don't need to legalize.
What about investments that you do as partners? What will govern those investments?
That's the thing. You don't need to invest together.
But if you agree to invest together, what will happen?
Yeah, that's the thing. So if you agree to invest together, you do so. So the thing is this. Marriage is, the way marriage is that despite the law and despite the Constitution, marriage is a very individual thing that cannot be policed by either the law or the Constitution. You cannot police.
What I want to say to Mumia, Mumia, you have a brother, I'm sure. You have a sister. Sorry I don't want to look like I'm invading you, but you have relatives. You are not an island. Now, if you live with this person as partners, and you are sharing, maybe you have a house, maybe you bought together, or one of you bought, and this partner is still in that place.
Yes.
In the event you exit this world, what governs whatever you have? Because you seem to disconnect, not even for children. Let's say for two of you, you have children.
I think for me, I understand now. I think for me, I would encourage two people who are coming together to have different investments, and this is my reason. We are now seeing a lot of, and if you go to court, there's a lot of tussle over how to split, on how to split this, on how to split property, how to split all these things.
Yes.
In my own, when I talk about partnership, I do think people should purchase their own things. In fact,
and
live differently.
Do a will.
The will is actually for the children, really.
Yes.
Yeah, the will is normally succession. Yeah, the partnerships, and this is why.
So who will take that car when you are not there? And you have this partner.
If you do a will and you say your partner takes it, that's okay.
Yes.
If you can also donate the car to a children's home,
what if there's the absentia of a will? What really governs what?
Really I think the government has a way of if there's you know that people die with money in the bank.
Mumia,
when there's money in the bank, and
you should come up with a manifesto. Yes, that will be looked at by those who are admiring you and would want to join that society. You can't just live like that and you want to convince all of us, you know, this is what should be done.
Must marriage be legislated?
Yes, it should be.
No, it should not.
No, in the constitution of Kenya, marriage must be legislated.
So the thing about if you go to court today, as an individual, there is no court that will tell you that because you're living together, you have to have a paper showing that. Nobody can force two people.
No, it's a choice, and that's why I'm saying in the Marriage Act of 2014, cohabiting is not recognized. Traditional marriages are recognized. That partnering you're talking about is not recognized. What is recognized is what you do through the law, and that is signing a marriage certificate, and I think it applies across. So I think we are advising you. Okay, I'm advising you. Get a manifesto. Get your house together.
Yes. And
it has to come with a guideline.
Come with a guideline. For those who want to join you.
In everything that has been said today, when we talk about values and the things that bring us together as partners, as married people, you know, as in Islam, in Hindu, in Christianity, the values are the same.
They're the same.
There's something that we also agree on. We have to be committed to each other. We have to agree on the things that will keep us together. Some of the things that we're looking at, even in our diverse lenses. So we have about 3 minutes to the end of the show. And I think for take home, for everyone who's following this conversation, and we've seen the questions, it's a clear divide of people who do not probably believe in the institution of marriage. And then there's strongly believe. These are the foundations that we need to. But when we look at all of that and the questions that have been asked today, what are we saying about the institution that is marriage, that we all agree on from probably this conversation, from the different lenses that we come from, that we've grown up from? What are we saying today? And we can start with Sheikh Ahmed.
What we can say, we have to follow our books, holy books. And we have to come in an agreement that before we enter in the marriage relationship, so we have to study it very well. We have to know each other well, and we have to go in a counseling and something like that, so that when we are entering the marriage, we know what we are entering about it. Because some people are entering because
everybody else is entering. My cousin is in it, so let me just get in it.
So you
don't
have to
even know.
Enter in a sober way.
All right, absolutely, engineer.
So my take would be that, you know, any society which is a secure society is a happy society. Any institution which is a secure institution is a happy institution. And if two people have to be happy, then the institution of marriage is a must.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I don't know who goes fast here. We've got about 20 seconds for you and 20 seconds for Harrison.
I want to say something to engineer. My son was very close to, and I don't know whether she was Hindu or, but I warned him. I said, you know what? This relationship may not go very far. So disconnect because of the background of the school. He was in a very good Asian school. Now he has demystified that. I am happy. Thank you, engineer. What I want to say about marriage, the institution of marriage, we need to do a lot of work. We are losing it. It's being eroded. And therefore, we need to put a lot of information out there for us who believe in the word of God and we believe marriage can work. Because
absolutely.
Kuna crisis.
Kuna crisis.
Yeah, kuna
Harrison,
crisis.
in 20 seconds.
Yeah, 20 seconds. I think what I'll say is that you don't need to marry your fellow Christian. You don't need to marry your fellow Muslim. If you meet an atheist who you like, please approach them. Tell them you like them, get married to them. Number two, if it's not working, if you're a married person, it's not working, don't spend so much time there. Quit that relationship. And number three, let your relationship or your marriage not be defined by your religious background.
We, basi ndo hivyo. Tulianza na lenses, tumemaliza na lenses. But thank you so much, Bishop Dalizu, for being part of this conversation. Engineer Surendra, it was lovely to have you on the show. Sheikh Ahmed, asante sana. Harrison Mumia, Presidente, asante sana. Pia tunashukuru. And for all our viewers today, thank you for tuning in and being part of this conversation. We highly, highly, highly appreciate it. And for everybody who's made this production amazing, asanteni sana. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Adios.